Looks like some stockade they're going to be building this season. This is predominantly a volunteer operation. I believe the land is actually owned by the Dayton Area Historical Society. I'm not certain about that, but looks like a replica of a dugout. I've always wanted to build one of these just to see how far I could make it. This is a garden that obviously it doesn't have anything growing in it now because it's March. Interesting. Maybe we're coming back for the spring to check out. This place is a lot prettier when there's plants growing. Wildflowers and whatnot. They try and keep the prairie similar to what it was when before the ancient peoples lived here. Prettier view of the garden. They've lined it with rocks. Over here you can see a reconstructed thatch roof building, stockade surrounding it. Over here you can see this has been excavated since the last time I was here. They just put the post in where they found features at. Here we can see a house. Sorry for the shadows, but that's the entrance. Over there you can see the framework for a house. All these post features in the ground. Let's go inside and check this place out. This is going to be dark. You can see the thatch work. Again, apologize for the angle of the sun. Some of the mud. I think you call it daubing. At least we have mud daubers that are wasps that build big muddy nests. I bet this was a smoky place. They have a deal where you can stay out here on solstice nights. Something I'd like to do. Unfortunately it's in December, so I'm going to need a lot of those deer pelts. Sort of a loft setup where you could get up in there and sleep. Interesting. Don't see no internet hookup. The ground here. Fire extinguishers came over with the Paleo Indians. Let's head over towards some of these buildings and see what's going on. We'll talk about the courtyard. Here are limestone slabs that often mark burials here in Ohio, not just Fort Ancient, although they apparently preferred it. There's more slab burials. It seems scattered. They're around about a lot of snow on them right now, but here's they call this the men's lodge because of all the flint they find in it. Presumably it looked like one of these buildings. This big house, it was literally what it's called, a big house, they think was more of the meeting place, your city building perhaps. Let's go inside and check it out. Nice clay lined fire pit. It had Rubbermaid back then too. I think they called it Bendy Squaw. We have a divided room here. That's kind of interesting. Maybe that's where they kept some sort of storage. Again, totally my conjecture. Oh, back door. Alright. This is where you had to get patted down by the doorman. Go through the metal detector. Nice shell of hoe that they've reconstructed. Not sure if you can see that. There you go. There's the hole through the shell. Freshwater shells around here. Although inside they mentioned that some of the things they find are shells from Florida. Okay, here you can see a big what they described as a 40-foot tall cedar that's been put in the middle with 4 pairs of smaller posts that the sun's shadow points to certain buildings and would have served as a calendar slash sundial and helped the Fort Ancient people know when the seasons were right. And kind of fascinating. I thought that's number 2 next to the ceremonially buried dogs as far as interesting things about this place, in my opinion. That hill back there is the actual dump. I know it's hard to see, but you can kind of make it out above those trees with little bushy trees on it. Thankful that this place got saved by some field walkers, like many of you guys probably are. And yeah, again, this is Sunwatch Fort Ancient Village in Dayton, Ohio, Montgomery County, Ohio. I'm sure they have a website. Actually, I know they have a website. Feel free to check it out. It's really close to I-75 if you're passing through.